Welcome everybody to my self-care sugar scrub live. This particular live, I am using the Yuletide blend that we learned last month. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of the Yuletide blend, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of soft but solid coconut oil, and vanilla extract to your liking. This Yuletide blend has a smell to it, so if you don't want to add the vanilla to it, you don't have to. Alright, so why do we use the ingredients we do? The Yuletide blend is for self-love, abundance, luck, protection, and cleansing. Brown sugar is for creativity, pleasure, and abundance. The softened coconut oil is for protection, blessing, abundance, cleansing, and good fortune. Vanilla extract reduces anxiety and stress. So for the actual ritual, what you're going to do is you're going to choose a place that brings you the most peace and that you're also okay with getting a little messy. Hey Ronette! Yeah, you made it just in time. I hope you're okay. Did you get stuck with your tire or were you okay? Because one time I got stuck and it was like 4 hours. Alright, so I also recommend for this to use some candles that you like and incense to kind of bring that peace. You can use whatever you need to make a sugar scrub. So I'm not sure if you can use the dates and vanilla bean, but I would dig into that. Remind me to look into that because really this is like a normal scrub. So I recommend to make the place nice when you're making this because you're going to be doing a ritual. Hi Elizabeth, how are you? So I got 2 candles. One is an apple of rose, and then the other one's a rose with little hearts, and my self-love incense. So for the ritual, you're going to choose a place that brings you the most peace. Light your candles and your incense. Alright. And then in a mixing bowl, you are going to mix the brown sugar, the Yuletide blend, and the coconut oil, and the vanilla extract until you make a mixture that looks creamy and resembles a loose cookie dough. So here's the brown sugar. Now I use my hands with this one just because I am putting my energy in it too. So this is the brown sugar. Now if you're not using the Yuletide blend, you are actually going to use 2 cups of brown sugar. But since the Yuletide blend has brown sugar in it, I do 1 and 1 cup. Well, thank you. I got the lighter off of Amazon. I was a little worried about my coconut oil because it was a little warm today here in Florida. And I was worried that it was going to be too liquid, but it is looking gorgeous. Now, I do a heaping of the brown sugar, of the oil. And then as you are doing this, you're going to recite, I am making a scrub from my body to remove the negative energy and stress and bring me back to center. Get this in here. So, and then as I am doing this, I am making a scrub for my body. I have to focus. Ow, I just burned myself. The bloopers today. To remove the negative energy, give me a second, and stress, and to bring me back to center. And then you're just going to do this. So the only thing with using your hands with doing this is you're going to warm up your coconut oil. Sorry, I know you're a little shaky right now. So I would stop messing with it and then let it sit and then mess with it again. Also be careful with the flame because you don't want to warm up your coconut oil too much. And then also if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can actually put this in a blender. Just don't do it too much and over process it because it'll liquefy the coconut oil. So once you're done, you're going to store it in an airtight container, and this will last several weeks to a few months depending on how you store it. If you store it in the shower, it is actually going to moisten or heat up and melt. Today is a messy one. So what you're going to want to do is take your finger and stir it up before you use it so that the oil isn't separated. There you go. I know this is a little messy, but voila! And then I have another container, not with me for this part. So this makes about 2 8-ounce containers, but you can always make it short or smaller as well. Let me see. Mary says, I made a fruit mask with castor oil the other day with banana, avocado, mango, all blended like a smoothie, and applied it to my face. I definitely need that recipe too. Alright guys, that's it. I am gonna actually grab my mouse from my computer. Let me just go wash my hands really quick. I'll be right back. For that first batch, I actually made that for somebody that does not like vanilla. So I am gonna go ahead and add vanilla into this one here. Just like that. And then just mix it together. And then I will bottle this up later. So let me mix and blend, and then move this out of my way. My mouse absolutely does not want to work right now. Thank you for the recipe. Well, Sherry, now you know how to make one. Especially if you made Yuletide, because that will be nice and set now with intentions and everything. So it would make an amazing sugar scrub for sure. I actually have wipes that I anoint and consecrate for all of my witchy crafts. And I use that to clean up my different stuff so that it's not quite as messy. But yeah, it's super simple. I don't know if you can see on my hands. You can kind of see the scrub there. And then you just scrub it all over your body. And then you wash your body. Sugar scrubs are super easy to make. And you also don't have to use coconut oil. You just have to use like your thicker ingredients because you want it to hold that thickness. But this will warm up and separate, especially here in Florida, so I just kind of mix it together. Alright, does anybody have any questions? Sorry, this one was really short because it is a super easy recipe and ritual to do. And then I always recommend to do these on like a full moon, on a new moon, whenever you're doing self-love or self-care rituals. I would bathe with this, use this as your cleansing. Okay, well, it was great getting on with you ladies. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.